Welcome to the AI talk show, guys. Today we are having some very interesting conversation. And I'm sure a lot of you would be interested to know what's happening in the world of AI and tech. Today we are surrounded by multiple AI tools. You have like ChatGPT, you have Claude, you have Gemini, and now we have our own India's ChatGPT-like platform called the Indus by Sabharwal AI. And then there is more coming every day. And then we had Krutram as well. That's a different story altogether. But and these chatbots or AI is almost everywhere. So we have it. It helps us in our homework. It answers questions, even writes stories, and even write poems. And it's increasingly becoming accessible as we speak. But one thing is concerning for all of us is giving this to in the hands of children, right? So even children are interacting with AI before even to learn to type, right? So this is how the world is changing as we speak. So the access to these AI systems are just a phone away or just a laptop away or a chat away for many of these instances. So which brings us to a very important question, right? So research has shown that most of these AI tools are not inherently designed for children and carries risk. Usually it's restricted, requiring strict parental supervision for users well under 16, right? So most of these AI systems come with these kind of norms. So this brings us to one question. So I'm not a parent, so I would not be the right person to talk about this. So Pallavi, welcome to the show. Super excited to have you here. So before we begin, Pallavi, you're a mother. You have a 10-year-old daughter. Can you tell us how easy is it to get these access to these AI tools? And as a parent, what are some of your worries? As like when someone is using these kind of powerful AI tools there?
Yeah, it's a very, very valid question. Glad you asked. Yeah, I mean, of course, I'm very worried, like most other parents today, because AI tools like ChatGPT, Gemini, they are being discussed in the schools. They are being used by fellow students. So even if, for example, if I am not allowing my child or I'm not giving her the access of a phone or an iPad or a computer on her own, she is getting to know these things from her school because her peers, her friends are using them, and the parents are also allowing, which is fine to an extent, maybe. So now ChatGPT has actually become the Google in most cases. But now
Okay.
what happens is that it's for a child, it's interesting. I saw the other day my daughter, so I was away for some time and she was working on the iPad for some reason. So we were working on a project together, I believe last week. So there was a social studies project that she was doing. Now, so she finished the project and I was away for about 10 minutes and she started giving some random prompts to ChatGPT and she was getting some answers which she didn't tell me what she was searching and the answers that she got. But somehow she was intrigued, so she was telling me, mom, ChatGPT is really cool. This is what I was trying to get, and this is like, for example, she was probably going, searching about a vacation in Singapore or somewhere.
Wow.
Okay, now she gave some prompts and she got some answers, which I don't know, but she found them cool, and so that is what hooked her to ChatGPT, and I'm sure that she would like to use it again.
Got it.
Now, my point is, of course, AI it enhances a human's ability. Like, for example, a project if she's working on, it is easier for her, or rather, like if she's using her own intellect, for example, to design a project or to write about something,
Got it.
she can get a little bit of help which is refined, which is intelligent, and it might kind of help her for a like designing a better end product.
Got it.
So
Got
till
it.
that point, I believe an AI tool or an AI chatbot is good in terms of it can how it can be used.
Got it.
Now the problem comes when you don't know where to stop. You don't know where to where to kind of put some guardrails, because I don't want my child's creativity to be hampered by AI. I want
Got it.
AI to enhance it, not to, like, for example, I don't want her to become lazy in terms of, oh, I'm not thinking, let ChatGPT do the thinking for me. So that is where my, as a parent, where my worry lies. I
Understood.
don't have an issue in letting her use an AI tool, but where to stop. And also, these tools are not really designed for children.
Understood.
They are not,
Yeah.
which is why there is so much of uproar about putting an age barrier for social media. And I'm sure the day is not far behind where there'll be probably even ChatGPT is already considering it.
Y-
OpenAI is considering it.
Perfect.
Yeah. So there, I believe that there is a worry,
Yeah.
which is very natural,
Yeah.
and the problem is that even the teachers are using it,
Got
so
it.
the students are using it. So, where to stop and where to actually guide them in a proper way.
Got it. Pallavi, like I'll be bringing you back on the show again. Just I think there is
Sure.
so much happening in the present world. Like we are also keeping up with it. So I think there's a lot of questions around do these AI systems, understands emotions, context, and culture, right? So Pallavi also was kind of emphasizing on how these kind of AI tools might remove some of the creative spec for a lot of these children out there, or are we still figuring out that out, right? So that is the question that everybody is asking. I think a lot of parents are worried. So one is the smartphone access. I'm sure a lot of parental controls have been put up in a lot of these applications and tools, which they're also simultaneously working in terms of ensuring that certain age group is not, because I don't see any ChatGPT parental access or things like that. Gemini is working on it. Gemini definitely has implemented some of these things, but when it comes to a larger context, in terms of when it is everyday use, everybody is using, it becomes really concerning for a lot of people. And that speaking, I think I just heard that Karnataka government also is now considering restricting mobile phone and social media use for children under 16, right? I think they've not even had the conversation what about the AIs, but they're considering to restrict mobile phone and social media use for children under 16. So that's a different debate altogether, which we'll be discussing in depth here on AM Network on our front page, as well as the AI talks in the coming days. But coming back to one of the larger thing, right? So what is happening right now? So this raises even a larger question. If screens are becoming this problematic, what should healthy technology for children actually look like? I think it's very important to have this conversation. I'm sure not many people are thinking about this, but this comes at a time when we just asking, like, how safe is it for kids to use these kind of tools. There is a breaking development that happened today. Korover.ai, the company behind Bharat GPT, has launched Kanha AI, which kind of addresses this growing problem very early on, which is a voice first AI companion designed for children aged from 0 to 7. When everybody thought about the world, I think somebody thought about building something for kids, and which is interesting. So I will not waste any more time. To talk more about this, we have Ankush Sabharwal, who's the founder and CEO of Korover.ai himself. Welcome, Ankush. How are you doing?
Thank you. Thanks, Amit. Exciting times and doing great.
Amazing, amazing. I think you're just back from India AM Pack Summit. The hangover is still there. I think the
Yeah.
energy is still there. I saw the announcement and I was just thinking about the story idea in the morning, where why are people not building for kids? And then I see Korova.ai's announcement, and I'm like, this can't be perfect. Like the timing is just right on in terms of the announcement there. So Ankush, why don't you tell us more about, first of all, why is the name Kanha? I think a lot of people would be asking the same thing. Why is it called Kanha AI? And also, why is it right time now to release something like this, and why is it quintessential to have something of such in the world there? And also I'll be joining by Pallavi. Pallavi, welcome back. Please feel free
Right.
to ask any question to Ankush. He is right here. As a parent, as a concerning parent, what and all of those things. So Ankush, the floor is yours.
Yeah. See, as Palvi was saying, right? So the technology is there, and we cannot deprive children not to kind of use technology. But currently, as even you said, all the technology is not meant by for children, and now you see it's even very difficult to avoid giving technology to the children, even if you want to give.
Yeah.
And then the screens are there, and then right, even if we don't want, and even if kids do not want the screen, but most of the devices come with the screen, especially the mobile phones, the pads and tabs and all that. So I think then there is a huge demand from all our users, like they want the technology like this, uh, but screenless and with the complete parental control. And since, as you know, we have been this we have taken the mission to really create impact with AI, and been doing this for last around 9 years or so. So we thought, so we are B2B. I think this, so wow, this just out of the blue. We just did it because we had the technology, we had the model, we know the context, and so we thought, okay, let's do it. Of course, we'll be partnering with a few spiritual organizations, so that so they kind of try to kind of help more children directly through Kanha AI. And why Kanha AI? We did a lot of research. We had a research team on this. So now when people ask what is ethical AI, I think for us it's already written in our dharma, right? So
Okay.
a lot of context is already there, and so we explored many Ganesha, Bhim, and the kids version of those. And then our team found, we have good content about Krishna, because Krishna was very vocal. Many people are like Shiva, there's very having wisdom, visionary, but right, he used to meditate more, and people have perceived the knowledge from him more than he himself probably gave.
Got it.
I'm not the subject matter, but expert. But Kana was very vocal with his wisdom, and I think then, though I'll also tell you there are other god avatars which are more fan following,
Got it.
probably than Kana. But Kana had more vocal wisdom, a lot of content for us to train the model, and we preferred that. And then Kana's younger version, the child version, so would play as a companion to the children.
Got
and
it.
and yeah, and we have given the complete control to parent. And why till 7, though we were thinking to keep it 13, but again it's very difficult to avoid giving tabs and mobiles after 7,
Got
even
it.
yeah. So
So
that's how
Ankush,
we.
as a parent, like how are your kids, using these AI systems? Like, did you feel the need, like, it is important to have something like this at this point in time?
Yeah, so my kid is 11, and he uses, and now I think maybe he is in this environment of AI, keep testing bots, and now he's become more critic than
Got it.
actually the user. So he keeps giving me feedbacks, Papa, this is working, this is not working. So
Got it.
now, fortunately, unfortunately, he whatever he uses, he become the critic there. So
Got it.
he's the best example for me now to see whether the systems work or not. Because yeah, but I've seen others are using. Before we had launched, many kids have tried using it. So we are improving as we go along, but it's very good so far. If the kid is talking to the device, Anna, and kid says, someone is me kind of bullying me, or I'm feeling sad. So we generate multiple type of alerts, like medical alert, safety alert, bullying alert,
Okay.
and those alerts go to the parents.
Oh, nice. Got
Yeah,
it. So
and then
these are like
parents,
parents get like access, like how they are interacting with these AI tools on a
everything,
Oh,
everything.
okay.
So parent can also explain the personality of the kid, and parent can give the nudges, like, say 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock or around this time. You just remind my kid to do homework or eat this and all that.
Wow.
And what
Okay.
is the conversation going on? So
Got it.
real time parents can. see with the emotional sentiments and all that. So yeah, so the okay, parents have the monitoring app.
Got it. Interesting. Pallavi, would you like to ask anything?
Yeah, I would like to know a little more about how it works, and like for example, what is it there for the children in terms of to attract them, and also how do you actually manage the safety part of it?
Yeah. So safety part, whatever we could do, guardrails we have put, and again, one more layer is configurable by the parents. And with every interaction, every signal is being monitored by the parent. So that part is started. And how do we ensure kids like it? So I think mainly it's see kids again below 7 years, so they may not be that articulate to probably ask the right question, which most of these current global chatbots are meant to be, right? So we can effectively use chat gpt or google better if you ask right questions. so
Correct.
so it's this is not just reactive, it is proactive as well, right? So that's the major differentiation. So the Ghana would initiate the discussion. क्या
Yeah.
हुआ आज तुम चुप क्यों हो, चलो कुछ बातें करते हैं, मैं चलो तुम्हें कुछ कहानी सुनाता हूँ. So it's proactive. And these proactive things are predefined, plus it can be defined by the kid himself or herself, and also by the parent. So this proactive part, I think we think would help children to engage more. And it's not just the Gita part added, but the more spiritual things and stories and jokes and all those content has also been added. Now we're tying up with kind of song providers. Soon they would have the kids related spiritual kind of songs also.
Yeah.
So
So,
yeah.
Ankush, just a quick question. Like I just had a thought. Like it is almost like Bhagwan se baat karo. So AI has become Bhagwan sort of thing for kids, and like that is the thought I was getting while you were explaining, right? The cultural rooted. So my question is, Kanha AI kind of draws inspiration from Indian cultural values and storytelling traditions, like you were mentioning. How important is cultural context, in shaping AI experiences for the next generation? That is number one. And number two is, can culturally rooted AI help children develop identity and emotional intelligence?
I think so, because see, otherwise there is chaos all around, right? So we need one focal point. Right now, everyone is coming with their own philosophies and this ever-ending story, right?
Yeah.
So much gyan all over. So one thing which is tried and tested, at least according to me, right? So very less questions or objections on that philosophy.
Got
So
it.
why not do that? But we'll keep adding to that. It's not totally Kana, it's Krishna, right? It's inspired by Krishna, right? So the if you see the design of it is also well thought through and designed by someone in London School of Design, of course, Indian, and
Oh, interesting.
it's crafted by Usman ji in Chanpatna.
Got
So
it.
a lot of so a lot of thought. It's abstraction. If you see, if we, it's not the God, right? It's not the pure Krishna. It's designed kind of that way, like, so that the abstraction comes. So yeah. So I think to get inspiration from, I think this philosophy is good for us to have cultural routing. And you see, the parents also want their children to have that wisdom from the culture. And now parents probably, I might be the guilty, right? We're not able to spend much time with children. So this can be one stop gap. I'm not saying that we should not give, parents should not give time and grandparents should not give time, and this is replacement. No, right? So this is just probably one aid to probably not feel so much guilty, like something is there either to monitor or to guide in our absence.
Amazing, amazing. So, Ankush, so these apps are available on iOS and Android, right, as we speak, right? Like,
No,
huh.
this is not an app. This is device. They have to buy the device,
Okay,
and
okay.
the QR code would be there on the device.
With the
So
hardware as well. Okay.
yeah, so
Got it.
it's hardware only, but only so whoever buys gets the device will have the QR code to install that app. So it's
Understood.
not it's an app store. The app would work only when the device is there.
Understood.
Something like
Understood.
Alexa, I would say, right? And that kind
Kind
of
of,
a right?
kind of that way, and it's proactive also, and it's only for kids, and it's more of cultural, spiritual thing, but functioning kind of. But I think Alexa has a software version also.
Got
Yeah,
it.
it does, but yeah. So I have a question, Ankush. See, when you provide a child of something like that, like something like Kanha, now what my worry is, correct me if I'm wrong, that a child, for example, a single child. If we talk about a single child, mostly there are like at least 50% in households these days. The children are single children, most of them. Now they already have they are less in tuned into socializing, or rather they have fewer people to speak to than we had in our childhood, right?
Yeah.
One more non-human tool, right, where the tool is actually saying our school mein kya hua, rather than a human being. Don't you think that we are actually endangering, we are actually putting our children into an atmosphere wherein the amount of their conversation with a human, they that will morely, it will go down further, and also that they will be more probably comfortable uh, you know uh, talking to a bot rather than a human.
Yeah, no, very, very good point. It's well thought through. So I think we have put the time, how much time the kid can talk to. So in fact, this is important thing. So now the Kana himself would say, right, कि आप मेरे से बात नहीं करनी चाहो, मम्मी पापा से करो, दोस्तों से करो, and if I think there are few demos we'll start publishing one by one, or people can interact. वो बोलेगा कि अभी तुम बड़ी देर हो गई यहाँ पे, जाओ अभी खेलो खेलो फ्रेंड्स के साथ. So this is a companion. There's still many times kids are not able to talk to even parents also, right? So not to even other person, so that the other guy would judge. So at least this is there to talk, and parents would know what it's happening. But this is not the companion which can keep talking the whole day. So that limit can also be set by the parent, so that talks less, more meaningful, and also gives a reminder for all those worries which we have mentioned.
So when you were designing the tool, so did you also bring in into some kind of a child psychologist or somebody, or rather somebody from the that kind of a domain who can actually help design it, or rather put the prompts
Yeah.
wherein these are the things that should be there, and these are the things that can be harmful. Like for example, if you're saying that the prompt will actually tell the child that ab jao, now you play, this is, now that also can actually hamper the child, because that if the child is too involved with the bot, then it might not like that saying that ab jao tum khelo with somebody else. So that I believe as a parent is a very troubled waters, or rather tricky waters.
No, no,
So
very, very good point. Very good point. Yeah. So as I was saying, that there is a balance. As I was saying, the Kana would not keep talking to
hmm,
the child, but yes, psychologist was involved, one psychologist. But we will have more teams and more keep taking the guidance of the parents. So all these things, right? I still think everyone would have, it's of course their own opinion and all that, but
hmm,
there is no end to that kind of study. We have done to certain level. I really want this to be spiritually governed, because I see that is old history. I think that should work. This new study of new psychology keeps coming, and this is Gen Z's mentality, that mentality, millennial mentality, but our spiritual philosophy had not changed over the period of time. So that is a focal point, but other things would keep coming based on the signals which we get. Let's see how parents and kids give feedback, and we keep taking help of psychologists and few more experts regular basis.
Interesting, interesting.
yes.
So yeah, I think that was from Kana part of it. Ankush, you've been like, I mean, you were at the India Impact Summit as well. Like, what are some of the reflections that you're having, like as you're sitting here in Bangalore, and you just came back. So I just want to ask, like, what did the summit signal you about India's AI trajectory over the next decade? I know it's the broad question, but you have, I'm sure, like you have consolidated all of that experiences, and you'd be better to tell us like how will the next few years look for India there.
Yeah, so I think India has always been early adopter of any new technology as users, and that will continue happening. But I think now next 5 to 10 years, the whole world now would acknowledge and would start taking services from us for them to be sovereign, and so for them to kind of develop or adopt AI solutions. The way India has shown its capabilities being IT service country, I think we would be AI development country also. Of course, for us, which anyways we have been doing, and for other countries also. And sovereign AI, when we say it's not just a sovereign AI for India. For sure, we had to do it, and we have done it so that we protect ourselves. And why not now we provide the sovereign AI platform to other countries also, right?
Wow.
I think that is something which is the only single message or opportunity which I see we have done here in India to a certain extent,
Got it.
continue doing it. Now, let us help other countries also to replicate the success which we could do together in India.
Amazing. Yeah, coming to the offline AI and data sovereignty, right, Ankush? Your team has, announced that Bharat GPT Desk AI appliance as well, which is again another amazing development, which is powered by NVIDIA Blackwell architecture as well. So why is, offline on-premise AI becoming, critical for security-sensitive environments? And also, where do you see demand emerging for fully private AI systems going forward?
See, we have, say, very important companies as our customers, like, say, we have NPCI, we have LIC, IRCTC, Navy,
Got it.
and we have Army also, though we have not done a formal press release, we might do in a day or two. So, Army is also our now customer, and they want the sovereign AI for them, right? So I think why the adoption of AI has not happened much in enterprises. It has happened in the consumers space, right? Not in the enterprise space, because the policies are not well crafted, and AI. So trust is required for any partnership, but in AI kind of platform and solution, the trust is important, because the client or organization, they are giving you data, right? So data. So now any AI platform or solution will work with data. So I think since the policies and the trust, a lot of innovations keep happening, but enterprises want the trustworthy companies to work with, right? And the innovation and trust is not the same thing,
Correct.
right? So we of course talk about sovereign AI, means the data should be in a country, but it not only the data resides in the country, the control is also important. I think that is something which we keep missing the point, right? So not the data residency only, and
Correct.
the control also, right? So now then we come to on-premise. So then the companies say, okay, I want this AI, and see Bharat GPT is applying in many large companies in on-premise also. So on premise now with Army kind of setup, not just in India, not just on premise, but in the room, on the desk,
Wow.
when the critical things are happening. So this partnership with NVIDIA is helping us help those kind of organizations also.
Correct. Yeah. I was just reading one article of yours. I mean, it just came out a couple of days back. You told it's very important for India to collaborate, have that collaborative approach of global plus local, give you that push. Very interesting article there. Any thought on that? Why that philosophy is important and not just completely local, but also you need like support of global partners as well to kind of build and scale it to the masses of 1 billion users there.
Yeah, absolutely. See, we have to live our life in a better way, right? Ease of living and ease of doing business. Now, whatever best is available wherever. So let's not settle for substandard stuff just because ये मेरा है, right? तो
Got it.
then if I have money, if I have resources, I want to have the best thing in my hand for me and my family, for my society. So then I'll figure out if I can build which so that I'm not dependent upon others. But so we have to be the best, do the best, take the best, and then see if you're
Got it.
not. Yeah. Similarly, so we should also help others with whatever best we are. So we have now we have proved to the world, right? We are the leaders in sovereign AI,
Yes.
right? It's not just MOUs we are signing. We have now moved from MOUs to the non-binding MOUs to the binding contracts, right? So the army, which I'm talking about, navy, which I'm talking about,
Yeah.
and that Delhi Metro and Bell and all that. So they are not the MOUs. They're already the systems created and impacted in big
Correct.
way. And
Correct.
then why don't
Exactly.
we help other countries also?
Absolutely. I mean, that is really well put because a lot of definitions of sovereign AI is going on. I think this is what I think it was also established at the India AI Impact Summit as well. Like, in terms of it's a complete, what do you say, it's a global revolution that is happening and everybody is looking at India, and India is kind of not just talking about it but taking action and implementing it. Very rightly put. So any question, Pallavi, you have to Ankush before I tell him goodbye?
I just have one more question. I mean,
Yeah.
probably the last one. That what is your thought about how can the schools and parents probably come together and maybe players like you, wherein something AI is there, it's going to stay, it's probably going to increase in our lives. So how can we all the three stakeholders probably for children come together and ensure that they use AI in a way which is not hampering their creativity and also their knowledge, and also how maybe creating products specially designed for them. For example, like you designed something for children for till age of 7. Now from 8 to 12 or 13, that's a very pre-teen, a very difficult age for children and very curious, right? They want to every day want to try something new. Then later on after 13 again till the time they turn adult. So if you can say, or what are your thoughts of that, or you think, where do you want to build specific products for different age groups of children, whether we would like to take Kanha to probably schools, to probably the parents, and probably become that third wheel in a system which can guarantee the usage of AI which is safe for children.
Awesome. I'm getting goosebumps. Thank you so much for saying that. So I think that's now the need. As you know, the GPA is their global partnership in human-centric and responsible use of AI. I think there should be some forum or some consortium or some think tank or policy or guidelines for maybe the children. AI, right? Child safe AI systems. I think huge need. I think we are technologists, right? So I think instead of we are thinking and creating about the policy, if we someone creates a policy that we need to figure out who is that someone, we can of course play the role in that, so that it becomes easy for us to just develop within the framework, so that we don't have to kind of think about the policy also and think about the product innovation also. Maybe AIM should start something about it, and we can contribute, and it'll help us have better, faster innovations to help our children. Thank
Amazing.
you. It's a great idea, and it's a problem for all of us to join hands and solve it.
Absolutely.
Got it. So yeah, Ankush,
Over to
just
you, Anupam.
yeah, thank you, Pallavi, for that. Ankush, one final question. I mean, a lot of countries, a lot of people, and you. I mean, at the beginning of the conversation itself, you indicated about this. One final message. Do you think, is it okay to ban AI tools for certain age restriction for kids, or is it okay for them to take those decisions? And will it hamper like kids development as well, because the entire world is AI is everywhere. So I just want to know, are you for or against like such developments in terms of banning social media, banning phone usage, or banning AI? Because I think once you ban, kids find their ways to use these more. Or do you think like they have to be implemented, and certain guardrails and things need to be presented and not complete ban? What are your final message on that?
I think ban is never a solution. When people were talking about the big leaders were saying ban AI, I was always not for that. Because if you ban, as you said, people will find the way to do it. So the way I think the other way analogy is children are not allowed to drive a car, right? But they're allowed to sit on it. They are allowed to take the benefit of it. So maybe if the parents take the control, guardians take the control and let them use it with the complete control. Yeah, not. And another thing is, if we ban, we'll never learn, right? If they use it with a limited quantity, as we are saying, right? So they can use this Kana for limited time, and that also with the complete guidance of parent. So we will learn more. AI would get better only when the usage happens, right? So
Got it.
even if you ban, we'll never learn. So don't ban it. Have the complete control, guidance of the parent, and give it for the limited time.
Amazing. That's a wonderful message. Pallavi, any last message before you leave as well?
I would love to try Kanha,
Okay.
even though my daughter is out of the bracket, but still, it's curious.
Kanag.ai. Kanag.ai.
Cool, cool.
Yeah,
And you have a hardware also, you. So where
yeah.
do you like? So where do we get it from? Where is it available?
So it's Kanag.ai. You can order it.
Oh, okay, okay,
We are
okay. You
giving
can order it.
device free. Bring Kana
Okay,
home, but it's a subscription. Currently, we have done it
got
like
it.
7,999.
And one small question. Even adults can try it, like if it's okay, like 0 to 7. So,
We can try it. You'll just may not like it. Your kind of content.
got it, got it.
Only is specialized. The device is same. If people have asked us, why others can also use it. I said no. Our focus I want to give focus in this. It's not just the device.
Focus
Device is
it.
going to be the same, but the content is also very important.
Got it.
So I can
Right.
have so many psychologists and different experts to keep it better. So we always for purpose, right? So I never believed in one size fits all kind of stuff, right?
Amazing.
So tagline is AI with purpose and trust. So the trust would come when we do meaningful, purposeful, small thing, focus thing.
Amazing. Thank you, Ankush. Thank you, Pallavi, for joining the AI talk show. It was really engaging conversation. I hope a lot of viewers who are watching this would take 2 cents from this and start thinking in the right direction, and definitely try Kanha AI. If you have kids or between 0 to 7, there I would recommend that. So besides that, once again, thank you guys. Thank you, Pallavi. Yeah.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you,
Yeah.
Ankush.
Thank you, Palvi.
Bye,
Thank
guys.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you.